Ever feel like you have lost a spark that made you? Like life's become a little too predictable, a little too dull? That's exactly what Another Round is all about. Four teachers of wild
Experiment.
and the desperate hope that they can reclaim a piece of freedom and joy they once had. Here's the deal. Another Round follows these four guys, Martin, Tommy, Peter, and Nikolai, who decide to test a pretty unusual theory. It's based on the idea that apparently humans are born with a deficit of 0.05% alcohol in our blood. Yeah, it sounds
Crazy.
but the theory suggests that this small amount helps us be more creative, less anxious, and just better overall. So they take it upon themselves to stay at that level all day and every day. It meant to help them feel more alive, more like they did when they were younger, and for a while, it kind of works. Martin, for example, suddenly feels alive again. He's teaching with more energy, cracking jokes with his students. He even started playing music again, reconnecting with something he thought he had lost. But of course, it's never that simple. At its core, this movie is about feeling stuck. The main characters are all in the midst of their own midlife crisis. Martin used to be a passionate, full of life guy, but now he's just going through the motions. His job is boring, his marriage is in trouble, and he has lost the joy he once had. The experiment is their way of trying to fight back against that emptiness. Martin starts teaching with more enthusiasm, Tommy reconnects with his love of soccer, and for a moment it feels like they are catching a glimpse of who they were before life wore them down. But here's the thing. When you start chasing something too hard, it can bite you back. And that's exactly what happens. Alcohol, while it might make you feel good for a while, comes with a huge price. It starts off as a way to escape, but soon enough, it becomes their downfall. The guys get more and more dependent, and things begin to spiral. Tommy, in particular, falls hard, and it's painful to watch. What seemed like a harmless experiment turns into a messy, destructive reality. Let's talk about what this really is at the heart of it all. A desperate attempt to reclaim youth, to feel alive again like they did when life wasn't such a grind. But youth is slippery. It's easy to think you can capture it again. But the more you try, the more it slips through your fingers. That's what makes Another Round so powerful. These men aren't just drinking, they are chasing a feeling, a time when life seemed full of possibilities. But as the alcohol flows, so does the reminder that youth doesn't last forever, and neither do those fleeting highs. As much fun as the experiment started out, things quickly get messy. What began as a way to find joy ends up tearing their lives apart. Tommy's struggle gets worse, Martin's personal life takes a hit, and the friendship between the group starts to crack. The experiment, which was supposed to make their lives better, only exposes how fragile everything really is. Then we get to the ending. Martin, surrounded by a crowd of young people, takes that one last drink and dances like he's completely free. It's a big moment, isn't it? What does it mean? On one hand, it feels like freedom. After everything he's been through, pain, loss, confusion, he finally let it go. The alcohol gives him the courage to just be, to live fully in the moment. But on the other hand, it's kind of heartbreaking. Just moments earlier, Martin had a chance to reconnect with his wife, maybe rebuild something, but instead he chooses to drink. It's a choice that's both liberating and tragic. The alcohol lets him feel alive, but it also keeps him from confronting the deeper issues in his life. Alcohol in Another Round is more than just a
Substance.
It's a symbol. It's both the key to feeling alive and the trap that keeps you stuck. For Martin and his friends, it gives them a taste of youth and vitality they have been craving. But it also shows them just how fleeting it all is. Eventually, the fun ends as the bottle empties, the buzz wears off, and the problems, the struggles, and the things they have been avoiding, they are still there, waiting. At the end of the day, Another Round is a reflection on life itself. The highs and lows, the joy and the heartbreaks. It's about trying to hold on to best part of ourselves even when life keeps changing. And Mads Mikkelsen, his performance is something else. His final dance is raw, emotional, and so real. It's one of the most unforgettable moments I have seen in a long time. So, what do you think? Was another round a celebration of life or a warning about what happens when we chase the wrong things? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more movie breakdowns. And if in case I don't see
Good
ya,
afternoon, good evening, and good night.